All right, in this bowl I have a half cup of melted butter, and I'm gonna put 2 eggs in here. These eggs have been sitting out all morning. They're room temperature. That's what the recipe says, so that's what we're doing. I am also gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla. Might be a teaspoon. You know what? Let me just check. Let me not lie. Let me. It's a teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoon of vanilla. And then a yellow cake mix. Don't follow the directions on the back. You just want the mix. This is gonna be the crust. And it says with a fork, mix all this together until it's combined. I do have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, so that's what you want your oven to be at. All right, I think this is a 9x9. Pretty sure it's a 9x9. I don't really know. I have a square pan. I have sprayed it and I put parchment paper down. So I'm gonna take this cake batter mix and spread it and mash it because it's gonna be the crust. All right. For the filling, we have another half cup or 1 stick of butter melted, another teaspoon of vanilla, a package of room temperature cream cheese. I'm not really sure how room temperature this is. It's been out for maybe 4 or 5 hours. It's still pretty cold, but you know what? It's the best I can do. And we have another 2 eggs with the shell. Should probably add the shell in there with your egg. If you don't add the shell, then there's no crunch. You know, you were wondering if you don't add the shell, there's no crunch to the filling. All right, now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna beat this all together, and then we're gonna add a crap ton of powdered sugar. All right, now I'm gonna add 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup at a time. Now, I'm just gonna put this mix on here, and we're gonna bake it at 350 for 35 to 45 minutes. And it very explicitly says you want it to be a little jiggly. You don't want it to be completely set, or else the texture will be wrong. It's supposed to have a very, like, I guess, you know, gooey. It's got to have a gooey texture to it. It's not supposed to be like cake crumbly texture. That's the whole point of it. All right, I just took this out of the oven. I think I cooked it for about 42 minutes, maybe, I think it was. And it is, I don't really want to touch this because it's hot. It is jiggly. I don't know if y'all can see how jiggly it is. But the directions said, the lady said that she took hers out when the edges got brown. And you don't want to overcook it. So I think this is right. It is supposed to be like, it'll sink down in the middle. That's how it's supposed to be. So, you know, I'm just going to let it cool. And, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll see if it's any good. I expect it'll be decent. It doesn't look gross, so I'm sure it'll be fine. But we'll be back later tonight because it says don't even like cut into it or anything until it's completely cool. So we'll be back later tonight. Hold on. It's being weird. Oh, okay. Someone's complaining that I gave him a
What's
small
like a little
piece.
bit of orange?
I think it's just like dye or whatever. It's from the box cake mix.
Way better than Schnucks.
Yeah.
Schnucks is crap.
It tastes right. From what I tasted, it tastes right.
Yeah, nice crust.
And it's got the real mushy. It literally, honestly, to me, just kind of tastes like, it really does taste like sweet butter with vanilla.
But it's got cake flavor.
But it is gooey butter cake. I mean, there is a cake consistency a little bit. It is gooey. It tastes like butter. I don't even know the history. Like, why is it St. Louis? Maybe, I guess, just someone invented it in St. Louis.
Now you gotta look that up and put it in the description.
How about you look it up? Here, entertain these people real quick. All they see is the plate. Jonathan, entertain the people.
That's what more gutter, but more cake.
Why is gooey? Talk to the people. Butter cake St. Louis. A St. Louis thing. It was created by accident in the 1930s by a local German-American baker who misused ingredients. This flat, dense, and extremely sweet dessert is a staple of St. Louis culture. It is often sold at local bakeries such as Schnucks. You literally said it's...
definitely more flat.
It said the cake originated in... Everyone can see our dining room table now because Jonathan left. You're welcome. You see, everyone want to see Jonathan's model?
No.
That's Jonathan's Titanic model. Oh, he's over there. Anyway, it says... Oh, no, not Lindsey Vonn. Oh, no, Lindsey Vonn. This is a disaster.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to cut this part out. It says... The cake originated in the 1930s during the Great Depression in St. Louis when a baker reversed the proportions of butter and flour in a cake recipe. And it says, while it has gained some national recognition, it remains strongly associated with St. Louis, where it is often enjoyed as a breakfast coffee cake. What? No! That is so sweet! I'm gonna catch this man in the morning with a cup of coffee and this. There is so much sugar in it. Do you want to know how many cups of powdered sugar is in it?
No.
You don't want to know? Okay, well, I won't tell you then.
I can tell.
Half the bag?
And more. And I think you had another bag to start with.
No, I opened that bag. It was fresh. Anyway, alright, before battery dies because it is flashing red. I don't know what the next video is. What did you want the next video to be? Cannolis?
No.
I don't think I can make a cannoli. I might be able to. Jane! You're watching this video, tell me what to make next, because you told me to make this, so tell me what to make next. That's Jane's job. Alright, Jonathan, we'll see you in the next video. Maybe. Okay, bye!